Hello again. Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Stacia. So, it hasn't been a ton of time. I'm ready to jump into what we're going to be doing. I went and I killed some zombies during the night. Killed 2 endermen, got no ender pearls. What we are going to start off with today is we're going to start off with Botania. So just sapling and book. We're going to dive right into it because, like I said, we're just picking right back up where we left off. And let's go ahead, and I have a fun plan, I think, for the end of the episode. But let's go ahead, let's get that. And then we need to get the petal apothecary, and this is where we're going to need the alloy machine frame. To make these, we're going to need stone machine frame, we're going to need steel. That's all pretty straightforward. And we're going to need to get some redstone alloy. This is made, it's just iron and redstone. Pretty straightforward to make. Though I am running low on iron. Do I not have... I've been slacking. I might have to go mine some here in a minute. That's fine. But I've got enough. Got enough to get us a pretty good start on it. Because it is 1 iron ingot to 2 redstone alloy. But we're going to go ahead and make up a bit of it. Because we're going to need quite a bit of it for today, I think. These empty canisters are just aluminum. So let me get that. Circuit board, that's gold and copper. And then, yeah, it's pretty much just this now. And let me just pop down. Let me go get some iron real quick. Because we are going to need a bit of that. And we got back up to level 30 because I want to do another enchant. And now that we do have soul sand, I want to get... but I think I'm going to set up a water elevator so I don't have to keep climbing this ladder. Because that would be quite nice. And I do have more steel going. You'll notice I have a bunch of steel over here, and I'm going ahead and I'm making a bunch more. It's going to be more than what we need at the moment, but that's okay. I'd rather have too much steel than have to wait on it, to be honest. And our redstone alloy is done, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab that also. So there's our aluminum gear. Oh, we'll be able to make these too with the metal press, right? We can do that? Yes. Okay. Oh, it's going to be nice. That's going to make our lives so much better. Okay, and then we need the circuit boards. So there's that. And then we need the alloy machine frame. Oh, it doesn't actually consume the canister, really? Interesting. Okay, so over here we get 4 redstone alloy for that quest. And it kind of opens up a couple more tabs here. We've got the... laser controller from Logistics Lasers. And we got the rest of the silence mechanisms machines now available. But this one is going to a petal apothecary. So that, some cobblestone, and we need a spark, which is going to be some blaze powder and some flowers. So what flower do we have a lot of? I'm going to say orange. Orange looks good. And then let's get some blaze powder. Let's get our spark. And then we just need all the cobblestone junk. So that. And there is our petal apothecary. So let me grab my bucket. Let me get a couple mystical whites. Let me get these bones. I could probably crush them, but I'm just going to break them down by hand. And let's get... Let me get all this iron dust real quick. I guess I had some iron over there. Because I wasn't thinking about this chest. So I guess I did have a bunch of iron. But shears are standard. I mean, we have those wooden shears, but I prefer to have just normal shears. Let's go ahead, let's break this down into petals. And we'll just plant this out and grow these. And let me make sure in this version of Botania, if we just break that, no, we don't get anything. So we'll definitely have to use the shears for it, that's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and just run out our bone meal that we made. And the pure daisy is standard, correct? Yeah. Okay. So let's go set this up. Ooh. My water access, whenever there's sugarcane like that, it's actually kind of tough to access. the water. And I'm going to need a seed also. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is our pure daisy. And we're going to set this up just right here's fine. Like right in here. And to get livingrock, it is white concrete. Interesting. So white dye, sand, slag, or gravel. I'm just going to go with gravel. I've got slag, but I have other plans for that slag. Let's go with 32. And then we'll just get our mortar and pestle. And we'll do like 8 white dyes. And we'll just lay this out. So there is a stack of white concrete powder. That's something that we'll definitely have to get automated before too long. But for right now, let's go ahead, just do that, and then just vein mine it out. And I guess really, let's go ahead and get another pure daisy, just to make our lives a little bit easier here. So we'll have one here. And we'll go ahead and set down our concrete powder around that. And then we'll have another one, say, setting right here is fine for right now. This is all just kind of temporary, just to kind of help us push initial Botania. And let's see, that is correct, right? Livingrock, white concrete. Okay, I'm just not seeing any particles, so we'll let that run for just a second. And in the meantime, we have some chanting to do. So let's go ahead. I think it was the chest plate that I was wanting to do. No, that's feather falling. Was it the helmet or the boots or book? Book is reach, which could be kind of nice. Protection 3. Yeah, we're going to go with the protection 3 on the headpiece. We got protection 3 and feather falling 3. I like that. Because we already are almost immune to like fall damage. And now we're even more immune to fall damage. I really like this armor. I'll be honest. Like, just super mobility armor is so nice. So nice. Okay, our livingrock is done. So we're going to go ahead and grab all this. And that's going to give us the 16 for the quest. And at this point, we can make a mana pool. Might as well. Let's just go ahead and make one. Because we've got plenty of livingrock for what I need it for right now. So there is our mana pool. We'll drop that down. And living wood in this pack is treated wood. Okay, that was kind of expected. That's I see that a lot with it taking living wood. But what I really want right now, we're done with Botania for what I really want. What I want is to get all this stuff out of my inventory first. And I want to get Portuguese pavement. Because to make a piston, we are going to need black Portuguese pavement, which is any kind of cobblestone, any kind of gravel, and coal, and livingrock. Which actually, coal, I don't have a lot of that. Let me just pop down and go mine some instead of having to nickel and dime for coal at the moment. And I might try to go ahead and get 30 levels while I'm down here. Okay, so there's almost 2 stacks of coal. I really need to get fortune and looting up and going here soon. But we will definitely, hopefully definitely get that before too long. Is what I'm hoping. Oh, just this mobility, it was funny because between episodes, I went out, I was hunting zombies during the night, right? I go out to kill some zombies. And of course there's skeletons everywhere shooting at me. But I move so fast that the skeletons can't even hit me. Like, they're just like shooting at nothing the whole time. Okay, so we'll get ourselves some black Portuguese pavement now. So there's 33 of that, which will keep us pretty well stocked for a bit. It's 4 per piston, which isn't too bad. And then we're going to require an iron gear. And redstone repeater. All that's pretty easy, though. Okay, so there's our iron rod. There is our iron gear. And then we do need some treated wood. And there is our very first piston. Ooh, that's apparently oh, probably for the press, honestly. Okay, so let's go ahead over to here. Now we're going to need some conveyor belts. I do have enough rotten flesh. Get some more leather going for that. And then we're going to need the steel scaffolding, steel ingots, and steel rods. So we'll just get these. We will get that. That's going to be enough steel scaffolding for us. The redstone engineering block is just iron sheet metal. So there's some iron sheet metal and copper redstone. There's our redstone engineering blocks. These do craft 4 at a time. So that's actually quite nice. And looks like we got a couple tasks. What other quest is taking... oh, distillation tower. And then we need steel sheet metal. So we'll get 4 steel plates. There is our steel sheet metal. And then we're going to get... oh, okay. And then we need 16 more. And then we'll get 4 steel mechanical components. And there's our 4 heavy engineering blocks. And then our leather is done. So let's go ahead and get our conveyors. There we go. And that should be everything we need. So not too bad. We pretty much just had to push that Portuguese pavement and get our press. Okay, so now we're just getting like a ton of tasks completed here. We're going to get something, some kind of food. Pot roast. We'll go ahead and just eat it. Get credit for that food. And I guess we're going to put the press down on this wall. Should be fine. Let's see. It should be redstone engineering block, I think. And then scaffolding, scaffolding. And then conveyor. Conveyor. Right there. And then heavy engineering block there. I think. I'm just doing this from memory, but... because the piston has to face downwards. Okay, maybe that's it. Shift right click. There we go. Pressing matters. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's go ahead. Well, first and foremost, let's run over... get some of our wires. And we can just run our wires over. And that should send some power over to this. And then we're going to want plate mold. For this, we're going to need engineer's workbench. So this is going to be treated wood. I think I have slabs sitting around. And then the engineer's crafting table. Okay. I'll have to get like another bucket of creosote, but that's fine. And I think somewheres in here, yeah, I've got treated wood slabs. These are the packaged, but that works fine. There is our engineer's crafting table, and then our engineer's workbench. Yeah, actually, let's put it over here for now. We're just kind of fill this place out. And that completed a couple quests. We got a couple pies, and we got 4... oh, they fell on the ground. 4 vacuum tubes. We got... oh, it's jelly donuts. Okay. Alrighty. Let's toss that in there. And for the presses, we need the mold... metal press mold blueprint. So paper, blue dye, iron plate. My inventory needs to be dumped. And then we can get... oh wait, the paper... then we can get this. So there we go. And then we can get, it's just steel plates and engineer's wire cutters. And I'm assuming that we can use damaged ones. Did we run through all that steel, or did I misplace it? Because we had a bit of steel. I guess we ran through it though, but that's fine. Oh yeah, because we had to make like 20 steel plates or whatever. There we go. And then we'll just drop this in there, and we'll drop in our steel plates, our wire cutter, and there is our metal press mold. Now the gear press is just 3 more steel plates, but we're going to make these with this, so we're going to put that on there. Let's get ourselves a, let me just grab this. Let's get ourselves a hopper, and then let's get ourselves our conveyor belts to make the dropping conveyors. Is it a hopper? No, it's just iron trapdoor. Okay, that's perfect. Let's get ourselves a dropping conveyor belt. I think I'm getting kind of bad latency. So let's go ahead and just put a conveyor in right there. But if I throw this down, oh, this is not getting power. Honestly, it's possible that it may just not move power with these wires. Like it may not be connecting properly. Because really, I mean, I've never encountered any kind of power generation that immersive engineering is just like, nope. So if I had to guess, that would be the issue, is just the wires. So somewhere abouts in here, we've got a couple LV wire connectors. And let's just make ourselves some LV wire coil. It's a little bit costly considering we're about to be able to make this a whole lot easier, but just get that cut down. Put those back in there. So there's some LV wire coil. And let me dump that stuff. I don't need it. And then let me just connect that up. Yeah, because see, that's now getting IF. I think it was just that wire. There we go. Now it's working. Perfect. And so now, if I attach this... Or wait, it needs to go on the... It doesn't need to go on the top. It needs to go on the back. Yeah, I can still open that. Perfect. And we'll just put that there. If I put on the steel... Yeah. Wooden item hopper just does not... It does not feed on the conveyors. We're going to have to actually progress to a standard hopper, which actually I think we could pull that off at this point. Yeah, especially once we can make the plates and the rods real cheap. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead... Let me just get this chest, set it right there, and we're going to put in our dropping conveyor belt right there. And that way I can just toss on our steel. And let me go ahead and do 3, 1, 2, 3. Because I think all the plates are going to be made that way. Oh, my sword. Need to not have that out whenever I am just running around. There we go. There's our 8 steel plates. And then we can just pop back over here. Let's get the gear press. Let's get... which ones do they have us getting? I think it's just the... Oh, it's the rod and the wire. I don't even need to look. That and that. And that's going to complete a quest for us. Somewhere. Here we go. And we're going to get 8 chocolate rolls. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go ahead. I'm going to just store those in there for right now. And we are going to run a bit of iron, because I need iron plates all the time. And then while that's running, I'm going to pop out here just really, really fast. I'm going to chop down like 1 tree. Then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a couple of these colossal chest walls. And let's get our rod press. We'll go ahead and switch these out. We'll toss on our iron. Oh, that's so much nicer. So much nicer. And that makes us 2 iron rods to 1 iron. Wait a second. That's not the... Yeah, that is the good iron rod. Oh, gosh. So nice. Because before, this took 4 iron to make 1. And now we make 2 rods for 1 iron. It's such a big difference. Oh, that's cool. They have a different little texture whenever they stack. I like that. Okay, so now we can make hoppers. They do take a bit of iron, but it's not terrible at this point. Okay, so there's that. And there is our hopper. And so now, if we attach this, well, the only thing is putting it on top. You kind of have benefits to both. But if I put in iron, it deposits it onto this. Now, the big issue comes in whenever you have, say, a gear press. Because with this, for example, if we wanted to make, say, some aluminum ones, let's go with like 3. We throw that into there. Oh, it does actually work. Okay, never mind. Oh, no, it's, I remember what it is. It's if we don't have the conveyor belt. If we have the conveyor belt, it'll just keep dumping items like you saw. Sometimes causing some items to be in the world, but generally not a big deal. Look, it chased me. But if we don't have this conveyor belt and we have it plugged up directly to here, it has issues crafting gears. So, that's what it is. I knew there was a reason I always put this conveyor on the back and I have the hopper, but I've been doing it so long, I forget the reason that I do it. Okay, and we do have enough XP to do a little bit of enchanting, so I would like to do that just really, really quick. See what we have on offer anyways. So we have Displacement 3, and we have Soulbound, or we have Magic Protection 3. Oh, I like the holding though. Let's take the holding. And what do we got up next? We have multi... do I dare do it? Because we already jumped like super crazy and then have it so that we could jump 3 times, or 4 times, like crazy high. Protection 3, I do like that on the chest, but part of me wants to get multi-jump. Just to do it. Just so we're just bouncing all over the place. Oh, let me pop down. Let me pop down. And let me get... Oh, I could be looking at pickaxe enchants too, I guess. Since I'm still using this dinky pickaxe. I need to upgrade. Like, mob farms are great and all, but especially with vein miner, it's just like, you might as well just pop down and, like, mine a couple nodes. And call it a day. But it's nice because right now, I mean, I know that there's like boss mobs and stuff that could beat us to death, you know, pretty easily. But we can outrun everything in the game. Like, we can just outrun anything. Multi-jump 3 gives you the power of multi-jump, double jump when enchanted on boots. 1 extra jump per level after that cooldown kicks in. Sneak to jump normally. Okay. Ooh, beheading. That could be nice. Gloom 2. I don't even know what that does, to be perfectly honest. Magic protection or efficiency. Honestly, I'm going to take the beheading. Oh, good God. Beheading 2, unbreaking 3, efficiency 3. Okay. I kind of would like that on our katana, to be perfectly honest. Got protection 3 on the boots. I like that. And that's only a 24. Let's go ahead and take that, actually. We just got protection 3. But I'm not going to get greedy because I ended up with just step height on this. And I ended up with just sharpness 3 on that. So, but let's go ahead and get the beheading 2 book. And we got beheading 2 and magnet 3. Okay. So next up we have obliteration. Alright. Auto smelt. And what do we have on the chest piece? Because that's the only armor piece we have not done. That's fire protection 3. Let me make up an anvil though real quick. Are these standard? Are anvils standard craft? They are. Okay, perfect. So there we go. There's our anvil. And we'll just set this up right here. It's fine. And we're going to, on our boots, this is just for fun, we're going to put on some multi-jump 3. So we're going to have protection 3, multi-jump 3 boots of doom. Okay. I feel like I need a glider at this point. Like, I just need to be able to glide everywhere. And until I get more storage, let me just dump this stuff into there. And let's try this out. Okay, so starting from ground level. Goodness gracious. Okay. Now, if only I had more fall protection. I know I've got some feather falling on my helmet, which makes no sense whatsoever. That's okay, because we can... we can basically just go... We're just going to cross the river. I'm going to go chase down that Enderman, actually. Hey. Hey. There we go. We got another Ender Pearl. Yeah. Now I could chase them down if they take off like they do. Like, I was kind of sad because I don't have longsword slime boots, but, like, this armor... Like, I don't even care that its defense is, like, not the best in the world. Like, I don't even care. Because I can just zoom around everywhere. And I love it. I love it so much. Okay, let me get this repaired. And then I have a plan for what we are going to do. We're going to take advantage of all of our super gear that we've got going on. And we're going to make another chest to dump all this... dump all this stuff in. I've got to get... That's one thing we've got to get to is organization. Because I'm reaching the point where I've just got a lot of just junk lying around. And I don't want to be swimming in junk. And let me get our boat. Here's what we're going to do today. Just randomly, I just decided we're going to do this. There's really no purpose. I don't guess there's anything that we need out of here, but it's like episode, what is this, 3, 4? Episode 4. Let's go tackle a guardian temple. Because we can. I think it'll be like the fastest that we went to a guardian temple. Man, my finger is killing me. Like, not really killing me, but it is quite annoying at the moment. And we're going to go ahead and just claim this out. They do a little bit of damage, but not too bad. So we have infinite water breathing down here. So we're just going to... We're going to take our time. We're going to swim around. Find ourselves some Elder Guardians to kill. There's the treasure room. Oh, there's one. Ah. There we go. You are dead. Okay, that was the top one. Come back here. I always hate chasing. Ah, I'm stuck. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we just have to find the other two. And then we will have ourselves a guardian temple that we can turn into an experience farm. I know there's easier ways to get experience farms, but certain things that are just kind of fun to do. We could even use it for like a blood magic farm as well, I suppose. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. God, there's a lot of guardians. Oh my gosh. This room right here could be bad news, because there's just so many of them. But as long as we can keep swimming around and breaking line of sight. Come here, you. Oh, that's gonna hurt a little bit. How's our armor doing? Our boots are taking a little bit of damage. I do kind of want to get unbreaking on these. Ah! No! No! Well, at least slash back does work. Haha. I drowned that time because the mining fatigue got me, basically. But that's okay. That is okay. Let me do that. Don't need those. Okay. But yeah, slash back for the win. Oh, I got a little bit... There was just so many. And I got a little bit gung-ho there. It's kind of my fault. Because that's one thing that just hurts is Guardians. I think if we got magic, I think their damage counts as magic, right? And if so, if we got magic protection on something, that would help. But realistically, Guardians are such a minute thing. Like, once we clear this, we build a temple, spawner system, and then that's it. And honestly, if there hadn't been 80 million Guardians in that room, we probably wouldn't have died. But I kind of got caught there and couldn't escape. So, that's okay. Now we have like our second and third death, thanks to that drown death. But that's alright. There we go. We've cleared out the Guardian Temple. Alright, so now, I mean, we could go find... I don't know if this one... Oh, there's the exit. I don't know if this one has a sponge room or not. But what we do have is right over here. There we go. There's our gold blocks. Yay. I did lose all my levels, but that's fine because it's so fast. Get back up to our boat, and we're going to head back home. I'm glad this pack has slash back because my day would have been rough. Of course, I think my latency issue isn't helping things a whole lot either, but that would have made my day like super sad because I would have been like having to probably just make a new set of armor to go back down there, to be honest, because trying to go down there otherwise would be nightmarish. All right, now at this point, we've got a little bit of time. I'm going to... Tyler told me the other day, the botany pots, not to use a lot of them because they're bad on the server performance. But we're going to go ahead and make one or two of these, I think. Let me see how much clay I've got. I've got quite a bit here, actually. Let's go with 10 of these. And actually, I've got enough bricks here to make the flower pots. I've got to get storage sorted. Really, we're at the point now where we can do something about that. And I think we're about to start that, actually. And let's get 2 hopper botany pots. And we're going to go ahead... About to stop chopping down all my trees. After this, we'll be done chopping down all my trees. Let's see. Do we just want to go... Well, we're going to have a lot of different outputs. I don't really want to deal with that right now. Let's just make a couple chests. And what we're going to do is... Let's get a couple pieces of dirt. And we got some oak saplings. And right over here, just by this window will be good. We'll put in a couple chests. We'll put in a couple hopper bonsais. And inside of here, we're going to put in dirt and saplings. Just so those can start growing passively. And at this point, it might be worth it to go ahead and like force load that, at least. I don't really care about force loading the rest, but just have this running. Because it looks like these are going to take a little while to run. And that way we can start building up some, what is it, oak wood and sticks, and what else can we get from this? Yeah, oak wood, sticks, apples, and oak saplings at this point. But what I would like to push into is... This seems nifty. I might have to play around with this in my test world because I'm not familiar with logistics lasers. It seems like... Because I know logistics, or refined storage and stuff is a bit later in. Well, not super late. It's like this, you have to make it in the blood altar, but it has to be a tier 4. I didn't notice that before. And I know this, you have to... get pretty far into astral sorcery. So, yeah. We have to get up to the celestial altar and then have a bunch of mechanism stuff. But I think this seems kind of interesting, so I may play around with this. We might mess around with it next episode. In the meantime, we do have colossal chests, which could be good just to store up a bunch of items. Maybe go with... Do I not have like much in the way of iron? I don't, but I do have a lot of gold. So I'm honestly thinking going with like gold for now would be a good idea. So let me grab our 2 pieces of wood. These are 1-to-1 crafts though. Well, that's okay. Let's go ahead. Make a couple of these. And for the core, it's just iron. Okay, this might be a terrible idea, just running out all of my gold. But gold's easy enough to get a bunch of, to be honest. So I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so there we go. And, oh, is the center supposed to be hollow? I thought it had the core in it. So maybe I made one too many. There we go. Gold colossal chest. And so now we have an absolute ton of storage. And this way I can just dump all of this random stuff into here. And the interface, of course, will be used for things like piping items in. And I'm thinking that this, we could use this for just plugging into that if it works. I've seen some things that don't work, but we could use this as basically one big storage bay. Where a lot of items can be stored in, you know, a single place. And so then what we can do is we can just take our chests and we can start getting rid of these things. Just go through and just grab all this stuff and dump it in. There we go. Now we got, like, all of our chests only take up that much space. And we still have a ton of space. So I'm hoping that whatever storage system we do, I hope that it integrates well with this. Because this is actually a lot of storage that we'll have access to. If not, we can use it for something else, you know. But for now, it cleans up my chest clutter that was starting to take over in this area. It cleans all that up and makes everything nice again. Let me take all this coal and let me just toss it in. Start making me blaze powder and gunpowder. Blaze powder, of course, takes a bit more because there's more conversions there. Gunpowder is actually pretty cheap to manufacture. So that way I can start making solar panels. Woo! Alright, so now... with that, this is like multi-block city over here. With that, I know it's about wrapping up point. So we're going to end out this episode here. Next episode, when we come back, I think we will probably either be doing early game storage system. Looking into this laser controller. I'm going to play around with it in my test world for a little bit. And just take a look to get an idea for the mod, because honestly, I'm not familiar with this one whatsoever. And then we'll probably start pushing some Botania progression so that we can get blood magic and so on. Start unlocking some of these mods and getting access to them. So anyways, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. to stay updated with when new videos come out, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.